that's why I voted for that individual to be on the city council. But instead of them going and taking tax money and saying, we're going to put it into this big fat fund that's allocated to Parks and Rec, and nobody really has any oversight or any way of auditing that, we as the people, you're saying they go direct to a contractor. So they would say, you contractor, we want to use you to build this park, and we want to use this contractor to maintain that park, and we're going to allocate this much to that contract of the tax money. So there's no levels of bureaucracy in between. It's just straight from the city council to the contractors.
Well,
or do you have to have layers of bureaucracy?
so the city council, they've got to have a procurement officer, right? They've got to have somebody that knows how contracts should work, whether or not a contract they're being presented with contains the safeguards in there that are going to make sure that there's penalties if the contract isn't fulfilled, and there's timelines that are set, and there's budgetary issues that are going to be abided by. But and that individual, if you look at their salary in the city right now, the procurement officer, they're the highest paid city officer. They're the highest paid city employee. They're making in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. How much does a city council member make? They make like
45, maybe, if that. No,
4,500.
No, 1,000 a year, right?
City council member?
Yeah,
No, I think it's like between $3,000 and $6,000 a year.
a year. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. We've always matched competency with compensation, and I think the city council members, they are public servants, and they're doing their best, but they're not getting paid, and so they're 100% basically volunteers doing their best, and we're getting what volunteers doing their best provide. And so that doesn't result in a whole lot of accountability. A lot of times it doesn't result in a whole lot of business experience. It doesn't result in people willing to toe the line and take people to court that break contracts. It results in, okay, we're going through the formalities of this meeting, and as long as I sit and act through the formality without making a fool of myself, I'm going to stay out of the limelight. I'm still going to get the recognition as a city council member, but I'm not going to like stir any pots, and I don't have a whole lot to lose.